Do it.
Do it!
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Push it!
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's your pal NOMZ here, and well, today it's not going to be your typical video. This is going to be more of a rant slash, I guess, venting of mine to you, the audience, as to what's going on with the channel and why things have been a bit, stagnant with video output as of late in recent months. Now, aside from the fact that, my job takes a lot of time out of my week that could be spent on, editing and writing and recording and all that jazz. As you may know from recent uploads or re-uploads, there's been a lot of messing with the channel on YouTube's end. And most recently, well, almost most recently, there's something happened just before I decided to record this, actually, but early this morning when I woke up, I noticed that there was a strike on the YouTube channel. And the reason why there was a strike is because, well, Paramount fucking Pictures, those slimy see you next Tuesday pieces of shit, chose to double down on their copyright takedown of the Top Gun Maverick video. Now, judging by this ratio here, it's a safe bet that you guys really like that video, and I'm surprised it got as many views as it did, since it was taken down within like its first hour of release. So, I mean, the fact that it was taken down twice and got as many views as it did, I think is nothing short of a miracle, honestly. But you guys really seem to like the video. I apologize that it's not able to be viewed on the channel anymore, at least for the time being. There is some good news though. Now, I am active on Odyssey and BitChute, you see, and the good news is you can watch the Top Gun Maverick video at these channel sites that I've linked them below in the description. You can watch them there, and thankfully they've allowed me to keep the Top Gun Maverick video as is, meaning I won't have to fiddle with it. Now, the way I can counteract Paramount Pictures is I can submit what's called a counter notification. Now, this is what I did to get the Spider-Man No Way Home video back up when it was fraudulently blocked by a company that was working for Sony back just after the film released in theaters, and Sony didn't want anyone fucking with their box office by, criticizing that shitty fucking movie. So they hired, it's basically what Sony did with, The Last of Us Part 2. They hired an agency to flag down channels that were talking shit about the game and its shitty plot prior to its release. And that game ended up being a shit show, as everyone knew it would be, but that's what Sony did. Anyway, point being, counter notification is how, you can basically call their bluff, and they can release the video in question and be like, yeah, we don't want to go to court over this, we'll just let them have it, blah, blah, blah. I don't really, because look, that was a fraudulent company. They didn't have a leg to stand on. With Paramount, I don't know how far they're willing to take this, so to speak, so I could do it, but there is a chance that, and given how YouTube is just so up its own ass and completely unpredictable, there is a chance the channel could get terminated if I was to submit a counter notification. Which, you never know with these things. So, I mean, I'm not going to let them win exactly. It churns my stomach to have to do this, but I will, for the moment at least, back off until I until I revise the Top Gun Maverick video until it's ready to be in an acceptable state for the YouTube algorithm and for those fucking snowflake bitches who work at Paramount pushing pencils and being shit fuckers their whole goddamn life. Anyway, point being is that I'll have to go and re-edit the Top Gun Maverick video, and it's not what I want to do, but the chances are I'll have to replace most of the imagery with still frames instead of actual footage, even though the footage was, chopped up and spliced and fucking altered from its source material. I'll have to use still frames, and maybe that'll work. We'll see. But, like I said, if you want to watch the video as I intended for you to watch it, and what I would prefer for it to be, you go to BitChute, go to Odyssey, and you can check it out there. There's no dramas there. It also gives you a reason to subscribe to both those channels and start watching those video platforms, because YouTube's only getting worse, and I'm about to get into some of the more shady fucking shit they're doing. Granted, this is more of a Paramount problem than a YouTube problem, but YouTube basically gives them every tool to, again, screw us creators over. The corporations hold all the power. Yeah, they can submit a copyright. It's the same reason why fraudulent copywriters can submit a claim, and it can take weeks to get to the bottom of it, and for them to release the video, because that's how the system works. The ball is in their court if you submit a claim, and it's bullshit, and everyone knows it's bullshit. And please don't think this doesn't just happen to me. Understand, this happens to everybody. And the more I'm looking around the platform, the more I'm seeing creators getting really, really frustrated as of late. And this has been happening to this channel most recently in the past few months, since it's been starting to really kick into gear again. And I'm very thankful, by the way, like all those of you watching the videos, liking them, sharing them, subscribing. These past few months have been a joy to work on YouTube for you guys, and I appreciate all the support, and I thank you for it. Please don't think for a second I take that for granted, because I don't. But at the same time, I feel guilty in that I can't deliver the content I want you to deliver to you because I'm too busy dealing with all this bullshit. So, onto the next issue. So, like I said, that's more of a copyright Paramount issue. Fuck Paramount and fuck them for the Halo series. They can all burn in hell for all I care. Excuse me for trying to get people to support a good product they released with Top Gun Maverick.
I tried to play ball with these ass clowns. You, man.
No offense to Tom Cruise, he's a fucking legend. I love that guy, but fuck Paramount is the what I'm trying to get across here. Now, onto YouTube. This is just the latest in a bit of complications with the channel. Now, it's pretty crazy to think that in the past 2 months, most of the channel's content that's been uploaded hasn't even been new content. It's been re-uploads of the same content that's been affected by YouTube's beta bitch pussy whipped fucking algorithm that was designed by a bunch of pencil pushing PG freaking retards. Now, that is, I think what's happened is it's a recent change, or relatively recent, where they've said these particular words are a no-go. Now, for those of you familiar with me, as an Australian, some of those words in particular, they're not really seen as all that, oh my gosh, what a terrible word. Like, some of us use these words like we're breathing, you know what I mean? It's easy for us to, just rolls off the tongue. It's how we talk. It's how I certainly talk. But nothing race-related, obviously, or anything like that. It's just, we can't say a certain C word, and that is kind of fucking over a lot of my content, because this is all being retroactively affected by the algorithm. All of this content was perfectly monetizable, advertiser-friendly, until the bots are like, this video is getting suggested, let's shoot it the fuck down, kneecap it, and make sure it can't get back into suggested because this guy said a bad word, or because we just don't like this creator. Now, some of it is due to, first of all, that's bullshit, actually, because, you can't claim something's not advertiser-friendly once your own algorithm deems it perfectly fine. Everything I upload, it always is advertiser-friendly and ready to be put out there before I hit the publish button, all right? Before everyone can see it, always says advertiser-friendly. So, don't feel like you need to ask that question, because I promise you, it always says green, not yellow. Yellow is bad, green is good, all right? Now, when that gets claimed retroactively, we don't get a notification, or we do. We get an email later, like once the video's momentum has been shot to hell. And seriously, when it gets demonetized, the viewership plummets because the video all but disappears from people who aren't searching for it. People, if you subscribe to the channel, chances are you might still see it in your feeds or in suggesteds, but to anyone else, it just falls completely off the radar. Viewership plummets, and that's because YouTube doesn't see it as advertiser friendly. So if they're not making money, the video doesn't get recommended. It's really that simple. Now, that's why when a video gets demonetized, and I urge all creators to do this, you need to tweak it. You don't take that crap, you tweak it a little bit, make those little fuckers happy for what it's, let them have that little baby bottle, and then re-upload it, and that way, your hard work doesn't get squandered by this shitty fucking algorithm. So, I tell people to do that, and I've explained it to you guys many, many times, and I hate having to re-explain it because every time I have to do it, I have to put up a disclaimer, and I don't want to do that because my eyes, it tarnishes the video. I'd rather have a video go from beginning to end without a disclaimer telling people about why YouTube's such a shitty place to fucking make content, and why it's only getting worse, but, that's just what it's turned into. And I don't know. I used to think the channel was safe against this sort of shit, but when you don't know when the algorithmic bots are going to come for your channel, and when it's not going to alert you that, hey, shit, your video is no longer advertiser friendly anymore. I have to check my content retroactively every day, go through my library to make sure that there isn't a yellow sign there anymore saying limited ads, or saying, this video has been demonetized, or whatever. I have to check it every single day just to make sure, while I was sleeping, they didn't fuck me in my sleep. So, and that's what it's turned into, and that's what all creators have to do now. It's getting really bad. It's bad before, now it's getting really bad. I don't know what's going on. In addition to all that crap, what's even more shady is what happens when your video gets demonetized. You submit a review to see if they'll take another look at it and to see, if a human finds it advertiser friendly. Now, this has worked in the past. I've said, hey, could you review this, make sure it's advertiser friendly? They'll do it and they'll be like, yeah, it's advertiser friendly, and they'll put it back up. It's rare, but sometimes they do it. And what's really weird is sometimes they'll do it for content that's completely tame. They'll be like, no, this is advertiser friendly. I don't want this up no more. Fuck this guy. Fuck him and fuck your channel is basically what their attitude is. Even if a video is incredibly tame, they'll still screw you over. And then I've had videos where I swear like a sailor or like an Aussie, and they say, no, that's fine, keep it up. And I'm like, what the fuck? So videos I expect to be demonetized are advertiser friendly, and videos I make sure, damn sure, are incredibly tame and are not trying to antagonize anyone or piss anybody off or criticize anything, that video is not advertiser friendly. I mean, the best examples would be the Batman video that got recently demonetized and the Spider-Man video that got recently demonetized. Now, what I find most hilarious about this manual review system they have in place to check if a video is advertiser friendly or not, even after their own algorithm said it was advertiser friendly for months and they retroactively fuck you over, is that you guys are all familiar with the MCU will ruin Daredevil video, right? That came out recently. It's one of my newer videos. Well, one thing I didn't share is that prior to uploading that, when I had a draft uploaded to YouTube before I published it, it got demonetized by the YouTube algorithm. And then I submitted a manual review for it, and it came back as not suitable for advertisers pretty fucking quickly, and wouldn't you know it, there was not one single view on the video, meaning nobody actually fucking looked at it. I mean, this whole system is deceptive as balls, and they're lying to their fucking teeth, those YouTube rats. Alright? Now, that's just one example, but I think it proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that, not always are they getting people to actually fucking look at these videos. I have no doubt some could be manually checked, but sometimes, most times probably, there's nothing going on behind there. It's just, we think it's demonetized, but we'll give them a little bit of a window to think they're not being treated unfairly. We'll say, hey, they can click on this option, get a manual review, laughing behind their fucking computer screens. A manual review that isn't actually fucking manual, and the algorithm will just fucking check it again and flag it the fuck down because YouTube told them to do it. I don't know. I don't work there, but fuck them for doing that. Deceptive as balls, scummy as fuck. Alright? This has happened not necessarily to all the videos I've requested a manual review for, but retroactively in the past 2 months, the MCU video got demonetized, the Spider-Man 1 video got demonetized, the Batman review was demonetized, the Reva video was demonetized, and, even the Daredevil one, before I quickly corrected it and re-uploaded it, and published it, without, thankfully, having to re-upload it after it was published, as far as we know. Something could still happen to it. This has all been happening, and every time I've had to explain, guys, this is why I have to do it. This is why it's bullshit. This is why, they're fucking everybody over like this and it's not cool. And this is one of the reasons why new content has been so, why it hasn't been as smooth to put out there, because every time I feel like, okay, I can make something new and I can try and get some good development time into it and, edit it and, do some writing and everything, I have to go back and I have to fix what's already fucking published. So I can just move the fuck on with my business and keep creating content with the channel. And it's frustrating as balls. And just before, I shit you not, just before I wanted to make this video about the Top Gun Maverick video, ranting about Paramount and YouTube's bullshit and all that shit, just before I decided to make this video, YouTube had the fucking balls to demonetize again the Spider-Man Raimi 1 video that was already fucking re-uploaded and tweaked to fall in line with their shitty fucking algorithm. And the beauty part is, not only did I not know it was demonetized, but apparently the motherfucking video is under a manual review. And you know what's hilarious? I never submitted a fucking review in the first place. It's like YouTube's like, oh, well, this video is starting to get suggested again. We need to flag this down, and don't worry about submitting a manual review. We've taken the liberty. We'll check it, sweetheart. Yeah, no problem. You're golden. Hang in there, kid, is their attitude until they return with the inevitable double fuck you when they say, oh, well, sorry about that. I guess it's manually reviewed, quote unquote, and it's no longer advertiser friendly, and you're demonetized permanently because there's no do-overs once you've submitted a manual review. See, my plan, once I found out that the Spider-Man Raimi 1 video was demonetized again, was, okay, maybe I'll go through my video and I'll trim out like a small 5-second or 2-second portion that pissed them off, and maybe I don't have to re-upload it because I didn't submit a review. I'll submit a review after I've tweaked the video, and that way maybe it doesn't get demonetized. Maybe it doesn't get fucked in the algorithm. But no, YouTube took the liberties themselves, sketchy as fuck, submitted a review on my behalf, was not my doing, and they're, again, fucking staked my life on it. They're going to come back with, oh, yeah, your video's not advertiser friendly, sorry.
Wow! What do you know?
Fuck you, Susan. Hope you can fucking hear me, you... I can't even tell Susan what I really think of her, because this video will get demonetized. Not that I really care, but, like I said, if it gets demonetized, then no one's going to see this video, so I can't get demonetized. So that's the problem there. Anyway, look, sorry for the little rants, but I hope you can see, and I'm trying to be as transparent as possible as I can about this, because YouTubers in general are not particularly honest about this. Well, I mean, they'll sing a giant sob story about their life and, my videos, blah, blah, blah. I never wanted to be that guy, whatever, but, it's been going on for months. I've shown you guys the proof and everything. Try to be as transparent about this as I possibly can. So you guys get the picture and kind of understand what's going on. Trust me, life would be so much easier if I didn't have to fucking keep going back and re-uploading the shit that's already been deemed appropriate by YouTube's own metric. But that's what they keep forcing me to do, because fuck caving to their bureaucratic bullshit, honestly. And I'm going to keep doing it, but I really felt a more nuanced addressing of this issue. And just so you guys know that I'm not trying to deprive you of new content, okay? Trust me, no one gets more pissed off at this than I do. And I just want you guys to know that, if you guys feel like you're not getting the content in a timely manner, or you're sick of the re-uploads, I sincerely apologize to you. It's not it's my doing, but my hands are kind of tied if I haven't made that point clear enough already. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to keep doing it, but I'm hoping that from what I've seen, this hasn't been affecting my older videos, just the newest shit that pops up in suggested. So I'm hoping once I get all the new shit in line with the, I tweak all the bad, C words out of there, or, maybe if I just upload more, correct thinking content according to them, things will start to, improve. I'm not going to let them dictate what fucking videos I make, though, fuck them. But whatever the reason is, I'm just hoping, just bear with me, please, and hopefully this will be sorted soon. I'm trying to come up with a new, still keep my formula for making videos, but just tweak it a tad, just so the algorithm fucks off permanently, and we can just get right back to doing what we do here. And, you guys get your content. There's always something new to look forward to, but until that happens, I'm just going to have to keep doing this. And like I said, you're going to probably get a re-upload of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 1 video after I go through it again and tweak out any bad, no fucking shitty-ass words that Susan doesn't want in there. Fuck you, Susan, again. I'm going to have to, it's going to happen. And I sincerely apologize for it, but it's what I got to do, I really don't care for anyone out there who says, you don't have to do it, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is my channel, dickhead. I'll do what I want, but I don't want to do it. But it's what I gotta do because it's the fucking algorithm. I'm not gonna let them demonetize my shit, making it so the videos that should be seen are not seen by people who, chances are, it should be recommended to them because of what they want to see, but they don't see it because it's been demonetized. And hey, you know what's funny about the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 1 video? That video actually surpassed its original video in views because of how much it was recommended. You know what I mean? So, like, I've never seen a re-upload surpass the original video, but that's what happened. And that's one of the reasons why I unlisted the original video, but I linked it in the description of, like, the re-upload, so people who wanted to go back and see it for reference, I guess, could go do that, but I don't really see the point. But point is, I don't want to have... That's another thing. Chances are, as time goes on, chances are I'll unlist the original demonetized versions because I don't want to spam the channel, so to speak. Like, I don't want to have, like, people are going to go through the feed and be like, why is there 3 copies of the same video in here? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look good, and it's not certainly not what I want. So, yeah, that's what I think is going to happen in the future. Time will tell. I'm more concerned with getting this strike taken off my channel from fucking Paramount. And yeah, I apologize if I'm a bit, not my usual chappy self. This has been a day, man, with this fucking channel. First the copyright strike, and then another demonetized video that was doing just fucking fine until YouTube decided to be fucking YouTube. So yeah, but the main point of this video was to just be honest with you guys, tell you what's going on, apologize for those of you who are frustrated, and I really hope to get more content out to you soon. There's a new video I'm working on, Star Wars related. In the spirit of transparency, it is not Revenge of the Prequels, but I have plans for that coming this Christmas. There's the Avatar video that's half done that I'm just trying to get back to, but then this keeps happening. Again, if you want to support the channel and the videos going forward, when these re-uploads happen, I would appreciate any additional watches, likes, sharing, signal boosting really helps me out. I appreciate that, and I thank you for that in advance. If you want to help the channel in other ways, you can keep active on the Discord server where we're all at and we all chat and you'll have a good time. Subscribe to the Discord. Can subscribe to the Patreon if you want to contribute to the channel. I appreciate any and all Patreon supporters and contributors, and thank you to the existing ones. I appreciate you. You know that. YouTube memberships is also another way to help out the channel if you feel inclined to do so. And obviously the video sites I suggested, because I'm trying to branch out to other platforms to help them out because they're a lot more friendlier than YouTube is, and they deserve more viewership traffic. And I would certainly like to branch out to them more. BitChute is one. Odyssey is another. I'm really liking Odyssey, to be honest. People have told me I should go to Rumble as well, but I'm not too familiar with Rumble, so we'll see what happens there. And yeah, guys, look, thanks for taking the time to listen to this rant. Hope you understand. Hope you, if you could please bear with me, hopefully we'll come out of this pretty soon, and it will be sunshine and rainbows again on the channel. Not that it ever really was in the first place, but you get what I'm saying. And yeah, thanks for taking the time and staying to the end of this. You are a legend, and I'll see you next time.